The United Way of Kaw Valley is ready to reopen the Christmas Bureau. The annual effort for the community to adopt those in need for the holidays begins next week. United Way of Kaw Valley CEO Jessica Lenher is here to walk us through the process. And this first part is very important because people who would like assistance need to know these dates and times.
Absolutely. And our first day is this coming Wednesday, October 28th from 10 to 7 at Johnson Community Center.
Out on Southeast Market.
Absolutely, yep. We then have a couple dates the following week, but the last day is Saturday the 8th, November 8th.
So what happens during intake is what it's called. It's when you submit your application. So what happens? What does a family need to bring? What do they need to know?
Yeah, it's really important that when families come, they come prepared so we can get you in and out. You are required to bring some kind of proof of income so that we can ensure that you are qualified for additional services. And that can be just bank statements, pay stubs. If you are receiving some kind of state assistance, you could bring that documentation and that would count. In addition, you have to bring the Social Security card for every individual in your household that you're hoping to sign up. That's really important because it helps us to reduce duplication of services and ensure that we just have accurate information. You can bring legal documents that have that number on it if you don't actually have the physical card. Other than that, the individual coming to sign up needs to bring some kind of ID so we can just verify that you are who you say you are.
But you have to sign up in person for your own household. You can't say, well, here's me and here's my neighbor and here's my friend. It has to be your own household.
Correct. It has to be your own household. Now, sometimes there could be some unique situations if someone has difficulty getting out of their home. We can make some exceptions, but we would probably have to call them like through FaceTime with the individual that you're with, and they would have to have all of the required documentation.
What are you doing this year, or how can people adjust if perhaps it's a situation where they've been furloughed or laid off and maybe the tax document they have still shows their income from last year, but it's not income they're getting anymore?
Right. Those would be case-by-case situations. You could just come, bring the information that you have, your income verification that you have now, and we will have a staff member there to help talk through that because we want to ensure if there are families in need that we are getting them the help, the support that they need.
And then once all the application is through, then what happens from there for those who are out there saying, well, gosh, I don't want to miss helping out this year?
Yeah, so there's lots of ways you can get involved. We still need help volunteering. You can see that on kawvalleyvolunteers.org. We also take the adoption website. So if you're wanting to go out and shop and buy gifts for an individual and deliver to them, the website will be open to be matched with your individual in about 2 weeks. That'll be so after the 9th or 8th of November.
You turn it around pretty quickly to open up.
Pretty quick, yeah. Because we know people want to shop before Black Friday usually, and we want to get people their gifts in plenty of time.
Because there's a meal involved too. You ask for like a gift and then food
every family member gets a gift, and then we ask that you provide food for the family, and we have some cost guidelines for you. Whether you bring them food, or sometimes a lot of families will do a gift card to like Dillon's so they could purchase their own food. But if you don't want to do the shopping or delivering, you can also donate to United Way and to the Christmas Bureau specifically, and then we will go shop for a family on your behalf.
Do you have just real brief, we don't need to run down the whole table, but a couple examples of the income levels that we're talking about here?
Sure. So it's 200% under the federal poverty level. So if you're like a family of 4, your annual income would need to be under $64,000.
Okay, so that's a good idea. The rest of it is the website right there, uwkawvalley.org/Christmas Bureau. The intake forms are there if you want to fill them out in advance. You can also find the income guidelines there. Again, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. next week, October 29th, and then November 3rd and 6th, and the final day, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., November 8th, over there at 21st and Market Street, Johnston Community Center. Make note of those days, pass them around, tell folks who may be able to get this help about that information. Jessica, appreciate you. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.
We're going to